Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam and this is Adam FPL, and welcome to the Gameweek 26 preview. But first of all, we'll have a very quick Gameweek 25 review. Unfortunately, didn't get the 100 points, but we did end up finishing on 94 points, which isn't too bad. With the doublers we had and with Arne Slot as manager. Pickford, 3 points, 5 saves, not too bad. Trent came back with a goal yesterday against Aston Villa, 13 points, very happy with that. Robinson disappointing, only the 2 points. Gabriel with the clean sheet. Boomo failed to deliver. Salah captain, there's not much more else to say there. Called Palmer with the 2 points. Rodgers failed to deliver again, disappointing. Cliver with 5. Isak and Pedro again both disappointing, and Arne Slot coming back with 13 points. Let's go straight into the Game Week 26 preview. We ended up going small green arrow from 720k to 682k, which isn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Right, so this is the team this week. Let's start off in goal. Jordan Pickford in goal. At home to United, I think that's a very good fixture, to be honest with you. I'm quite happy with that fixture this week. United couldn't hit a barn door right now. They could be playing for about 7 hours and they wouldn't score a goal. So I'm very happy with him in goal. Then we got Trent away to Manchester City. I feel like I've got to start him just based on his attacking form. He looked even just yesterday against Villa, the way he drives with the ball forward. I think against City, especially on that left side, they've been quite weak with Guardiola. Got absolutely ripped by Mbappe yesterday. And John Stones also getting injured. So I'm happy with him starting this week. Then we got Anthony Robinson at home to Crystal Palace. Again, happy to play him this week. I think that's a good fixture. Gabriel at home to West Ham. Again, also a good fixture there. Mikolenko making up the double Everton defence. Quite happy with that. I've got Lewis Hall on the bench, home to Forest, as a good first sub, I think. And can fill in if needs be. Then we got Brian and boom! Away to Leicester. I was thinking, should I captain him? And I'm still umming and ahhing, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to stick with this one right here, Mohamed Salah. I just feel like City defence. I went to watch City last week and they're just conceding so many chances at the moment. And they still are. Everybody thought they were turning a corner against Newcastle, but yeah, I feel like Liverpool, if any attack could expose them, it's going to be Liverpool. So yeah, I'm going to be very boring and keep the captaincy on Mohamed Salah this week. And again, I don't really think there's any standout ones really this week, so I'm quite happy to keep him as captain. Then we got Called Palmer away to Aston Villa. A lot of people are getting rid of him. I personally am not. The reason being, you look at them 2 fixtures, 27-28, Southampton home, Leicester at home. I'm thinking game week 29 I'll use him as a cash cow and get rid of him then. But for now I'm gonna keep him for the next 2 weeks at least. Then we got Morgan Rodgers. He's been quite frustrating to own. Very wasteful, I feel like, in attack. Again, you look at the Ipswich game, 0.83 expected goals, failed to deliver. I think he's going to be gone soon, given he's not playing in game week 29 either. But I feel like Chelsea home isn't a bad fixture right now, given the way that Chelsea are playing. So I'm happy to keep him this week. Then we got Justin Kluivert at home to Wolves. Wolves have a couple of defensive injuries now, and the way Bournemouth are playing, I'm more than happy to have him this week. Got an assist last week, and again at that price tag, he's now 6 million. As long as he ticks along, I'm not expecting 15-point hauls every week, but if he can nick the odd assist here and there, the odd goal, I'm more than happy with him there. Then we got Alexander Isak home to Nottingham Forest. A bit of a tough one. I'm ignoring now whether I keep him or whether I sell him. If you look in game week 32, he's got United home, Crystal Palace home, double game week. But it's really the next 2 that I'm most bothered about. Nottingham Forest home, Liverpool away. City away, he didn't do anything. Did have a chance, I think, half a chance, but didn't really offer much. So yeah, I think I've got so much value in him. And the other thing is, if you look at my other two strikers, they're giving me a couple of problems right now. That's João Pedro, got benched last week against Chelsea where they won 3-0, so I think he's going to get benched again this week. And then Iliman Ndiaye, who's out for 6 weeks with a knee injury. So I feel like I've got other problems that I need to deal with. So Isak is on the chopping block right now. So it's a bit of an unorthodox 4-5-1, but I'm quite happy with this team, to be honest. I feel like the Everton defence is really good. I've got a good first sub in Lewis Hall if he needs to come in. The only one I'm not sure about is the manager, and that's Arne Slot. Away to Manchester City. Now, I did say City have a injury to John Stones. Defensively, they looked a bit shambolic. I thought Liverpool played really well yesterday against Villa. Just Darwin Núñez was very wasteful in front of goal. But I do honestly think that Liverpool could get a result at the Etihad this weekend. A lot of people are going against him, which I can understand, given the fixture. But I can see that result. I can see a win there at the Etihad. In terms of the managers to look at now, so I think first thing I need to consider is how many players have I got for game week 29. I've got 7 players right now. The players that I need to get rid of, so if I just count here, I've got 3 free transfers this week. Next week I'll have 1 free transfer additional. 27, 28 I'll have another free transfer, and then 29 I'll have another free transfer. So as of right now I'll have 6 transfers, assuming I don't make the manager swap. And the players I'll be looking to get rid of before game week 29 will be Lewis Hall. All these guys play in 29. Rodgers doesn't play in 29. I might get rid of Cole Palmer as a cash cow because he plays Arsenal away in 29. So that's 3 I'll get rid of. And then my 2 strikers there. So that's 5 players I'll be getting rid of. And I'll bench Trent, Salah and Isak that week. So that's 5 transfers I'll need. I'll have 6 to mess around with. So essentially, assuming I don't get any injuries, I do have a free transfer I can use on my manager. In terms of the managers I'm looking at right now, so if you go straight to managers here, so if we go straight to the fixtures, so if Leicester beat Brentford, I think if there's a 5-place table difference, you get 10 additional points. So if we look at the Premier League table, is there a points difference between Leicester and Brentford? Yes, there is. So that's one option right there, is we could go for Ruud van Nistelrooy. However, I think Leicester have been crap, so I don't really like going for Van Nistelrooy. I don't see the upside in that, so I'm definitely not going for him. Then we've got Everton against Man United. The problem with that one is I don't think there's a table bonus. There's only one place between Everton or above United, so I don't see the value in going for that. I could play it safe and go for Arteta at home to West Ham, but again, I don't think Arsenal are going to score a bucket load of goals given the injuries they've got in attack. They might win the game, but I don't see the upside again in going for that. They're not going to beat West Ham 5. Before I say it now, they're not going to beat West Ham 5-0. So again, not really looking at him. Then we've got Bournemouth against Wolves. Again, there's no table bonus there. Yes, Bournemouth might win the game. And I think Wolves have been better. Honestly, I do think Wolves have been better. I don't think they're going to blow them out of the park. So again, that's another one I'm not really considering. Crystal Palace against Fulham. Crystal Palace will get the table bonus. But do I think Oliver Glasner, Crystal Palace, is going to go to Fulham with the form they're in and beat them? Again, I don't think so. And this is where things get interesting now. Ipswich against Tottenham. There's table bonus there. So there's 6 places between Ipswich and Spurs. It's the only one I would consider for table bonus is McKenna. Do I think Ipswich are going to beat Spurs? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And that's the gamble I'm playing with right now. So McKenna is probably one of the only managers I'm looking at. Southampton, Brighton, not interested. Villa, Chelsea, not interested. Newcastle, Forest, not interested. It's a toss-up between going for McKenna or holding on his slot. So I'm still unsure right now. Now, the benefit is of not making any player transfers this week is I'll have an additional 1.5 million to play around with next week. Now, the transfer will probably be João Pedro or NDI. And the players I do want to get in are Mamouche and Cunha. I think Cunha is probably the player I want to get in. So this week he's got a Bournemouth away, which I think is a bit of a difficult fixture. But I'm happy next week to bring him in with that extra 1.5 million for a free transfer to Mateus Cunha. So for that reason, I'm going to hold my transfer this week. It's just a toss-up of whether I change the manager or not. Again, I may or may not do it. But if I do decide to do it, it'll probably be McKenna from Ipswich. So this is going to be the team. It's a bit unorthodox, 4-5-1. But I will go in with more free transfers, with at least 3 free transfers next week, which will allow me to get rid of the 2 problem strikers I've got in João Pedro and Iliman NDI. But yeah, this has been Adam FPL. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Peace.